Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a requested video to do a brutally honest and frank review of the Louis Vuitton Capucines. I have a Capucines from Louis Vuitton in the BB size, which is this bigger model, and I have 3 of these in the mini size. The same features apply to both, but they are hugely more annoying in the mini size. And yes, that's the one I have 3 of. So I will accept that I don't buy bags really for practicality because I think these are absolutely beautiful. But if you're going to buy one of these, especially at the prices they are now, because they're very, very expensive, you need to know the features of these bags because they're very frustrating. They're very annoying to use, they're footery, they're hard to get in and out of, and they can be a little bit of a nightmare. For me personally, I love the look of them. I have 3 of these little mini ones. There's a black one in here somewhere as well, and I absolutely adore them. But they're not easy to use. And when I use these, I will generally use them handheld. And if I'm either going out in the evening or going out for lunch or something like that, when I won't need to be in and out of my bag very often, I won't be carrying very much, I won't need my things in and out very much. And basically, it's a pretty accessory that doesn't fulfill much of a use because the things are in there, but I don't really want to go in and out to get them very often because it's really, really annoying to use. I will touch on the BB because there are the same features, but because this is bigger, it just makes it easier. It's easier to deal with the features, it's easier to work around it than it is on the smaller size. There are 2 versions, well there's many versions, but one of the annoying features of this is how the straps attach to it. And this version, the straps attach on the inside. This comes with a crossbody strap. This one is the thicker guitar style strap. It is not adjustable, but it is obviously detachable. This attaches into D-rings on this version of the mini Capucines, where one of the D-rings is here and one of the D-rings is here. You may hear my 4-year-old screaming from out there, demanding my attention from time to time through this video, but where did we get to? Yes, so the strap attaches to the D-rings, which are on opposite sides of this. This, although it doesn't seem like this would be much of an annoyance as long as you don't mind how the bag sits on you, because the space in these is so limited and because it's hard to get in and out of the space, and the thing in the middle, which we'll talk about, and the handle, which we'll talk about, this actually really restricts the space even more because the straps are on the inside. I didn't think that this would make such a big difference. In the later models of this, the strap now attaches to these on the outside, and I was surprised. Not saying it's easy. Not saying it's easy to get in and out of this, still not. But it does make a difference when the strap isn't in the way as well. So on this model, if we start with the model where the strap attaches on the alternative rings on the inside, if you want to get in and out of this bag, you're using it, for example, and it's crossbody with its strap, this handle doesn't move. These don't go back and forward, so you can't move this out of the way. If you've this model, you also have to get these out of the way before you can get in and out. You need to lift the very pretty flap out of the way and hold this somehow out of your way with this. And then if you look on the inside, there is a divider in the middle, there is a slip pocket on the back, and there is a pocket here. This isn't a pocket, it's a piece of leather that goes across so you can tuck this in and it holds it in shape. But it's in there as well. When you're putting your things in and out, you are putting your hand in and out to get around this handle. You can't move this out of the way. You have to get this manoeuvred, these manoeuvred, and put something in and out underneath this and in and around this flap. If we take a card holder, this is the Dior card holder, there's nothing in this. So this is not packed full, but you have this across you. You have to get this in here and in underneath this section because this is not one open space. Then if you want to put your phone in the back, and I'm going to have to use my recto verso to signify my phone because the 4-year-old that's out there just stole it. So this fits an iPhone Pro. I don't think it would fit an iPhone Max. I have the Pro, and when you put the Pro in, I have to put my phone in and manoeuvre it in so as it sits at the back. It does go in, but it's not easy. It doesn't have a lot of space, and it does take a little bit of Tetrising and manoeuvring. So when you're putting your things in, they're going under this, they're going this held out of the way and you're trying to get them here. The phone, if you can imagine, you're having to put the phone in like this and then put it down like this to get your phone in. And that's with the card holder. I could get my lip gloss here and I could set my keys across it. It does have the height to allow you to set your keys across it, but that's basically it. So if you're going to use this, I generally carry phone, card holder, keys and lip gloss and not much else. And if you're carrying those, when this is across you, if you can imagine, we have this across us and we're going to get our stuff out. So we're lifting this out of the way, this is in the way, and we're bringing our hand down in here to get, say, your phone out, which you're getting out like this. It's not easy to get it in and out all the time. It is frustrating. So if as I say, I'm going somewhere that I'm going to need my things in and out of a lot, I'm probably not taking this bag. It is, if you can see when I'm putting this in, I'm hitting the D-ring there that is holding this strap. So it is a little bit easier on the newer version where they attach at the sides, and I will show you that. But it's definitely not the easiest bag to use. You then put this down in the inside of it and it sits like this. Now, it is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. This is the one that the strap's the thicker strap and it's one length. Luckily for me, this strap works okay, but I generally don't really use this bag crossbody because of how annoying it is. I also think it looks better handheld. I don't think it is, when I'm using a crossbody bag, it's usually for ease if I am going to be shopping or whatever. That's not what this is for really. And I think it's more of a bag. When I carry it like this, I feel it's more of a statement. This one is easier to use on a daily basis. Deb has this in, she has a couple of these, different styles, same style obviously, but where mine are pinks, hers are, she's ostrich and she has a beautiful, beautiful oil slick looking one. It's gorgeous. She has used those all day, where you have the strap on the outside, and has found it easy enough to use. It definitely makes a difference, but you still need to be aware the handle doesn't move. This gets in your way and you're holding this out of your way, and this flap in the middle makes it so much harder to Tetris your things in and out, because you're generally working around one thing and working around another thing. It's not easy, and you do need to be aware of this. You can train these to sit over if you want. So if you want a more discreet look, not really what I do with mine, shock, but you can train these to sit like this. It's easier in the larger sizes than it is in the small size. But when it sits on the inside, it does have this leather piece, which also takes up a bit of space. This leather piece here, so as you can tuck the flap in. It does make it sit the way it's meant to, but you also lose a little bit of your space compared to that. If you take the strap off, it's a little bit easier because you're not maneuvering the strap in and out of the way. It does make it slightly easier, but it's still not the easiest bag to use. It is an absolutely stunning bag. It does have 4 feet, so when you set it on the floor, it does sit slightly on the feet. Mine is still in perfect condition. The leather that Louis Vuitton use for the Capucines, this is classed as one of their superior lines, I think. The leather's beautiful. The leather is stunning. You can feel the quality in these bags. I love the way they have the gold hardware, or the hardware that's with your bag with the colour intertwined around these, the way this is attached. I think that's a really, really nice touch. I love this. I love that they bring these in with, this one is the malachite green, this one is gold, and then baby pink. The BB is multicoloured, although this is an Arty Capucines. The black one that I have has, if I grab it, the black one has a plexiglass handle, which I really like that touch. I love this. I think it just makes a black bag that little bit quirkier, more interesting, something more about it, but it has the blue inlay. So I love that they take the Capucines, which is a very classic, traditional, elegant style, and they give options where you can get versions that are more fun and versions that are less classic and that speak to people like myself that like things that are a little bit less elegant, I suppose, and a bit more crazy. I like they give those options. You do need to know if you're buying one. They're difficult to use. I have no regrets on having 3. I love them. I think they're beautiful. They're now going up and up in price. This was a lot less than what you would pay for them now. So it's much bigger money investment into your wardrobe if you're going to pick one. But if you get the right one, and you get the one that you love, and you can get past how annoying they are to use them, these bags are stunning. They're such a piece to add to an outfit. I love them, but I find them irritating as anything. If we look at this one now, which is the newer version, although I think they're still bringing out newer versions of the bag, but going with the attachment on the inside and the thicker strap. I think it just depends on what version of the bag you pick. But there are now versions that come with the thinner strap. This strap is adjustable, and this strap attaches, as I will show you, on the outside. Believe it or not, this little bit of a difference to the design feature has made this bag easier. I'm not going to say a lot easier, because it's still not super easy. It's not like throwing a Chanel Mini across you and getting in and out. It's definitely not like that. But it is, oh, it's upside down. But it is easier than the other version. So this one, for a start, you can put at whatever length that you want, because the strap is thinner, it's adjustable, you can make it sit the way that you want it to sit, which is a plus. I do think the thinner strap is a little bit easier to work because of the adjustments. I wish the guitar strap, the thicker strap, because I like the look of the thick strap, but I do wish they had made that adjustable so as you can make it fit whatever way you want, but you're not maneuvering this out of the way whenever you're trying to get in and out of this. Now, you're still going to have to lift the flap out of the way. The handle still doesn't go anywhere, and it doesn't matter if it's enamel, plexiglass, leather, whichever one, they stay where they are, they don't move. They still have the split in the middle. But if we lift my Dior card holder to show you this in the back, you're still manoeuvring it in, but you don't have this getting in your way at the corner. You're not moving the strap. And if we take our pretend phone, because 4-year-old still has the actual phone, if we put this in the front, it is just a little bit easier to get in and out of. It also is easier when you're wearing it crossbody, that you're not moving the strap out of the way. So if you go to get in and out of here, yes, the flap will catch on the handle, you move that, this stays, and you're still going in front of this. I've just caught my hand on this, so you will see comments on people's videos that you get your hand scratched. You're putting your hand into the front alongside this. So when you're putting this in, I felt as I was getting this out to show you the corner of this scratching on my hand. So just be aware of that. So you're putting your hand in to get this out and you're lifting it out. So you're still lifting it, maneuvering it, tetrising it out round the handle, but you're not having to move the strap out of the way anymore. And it is just that little bit easier. I'm running out of hands, but it is just that little bit easier. It's still not easy, I'm stressing that, but it's a little bit easier than the other one. And you can see putting it back in, if you have this crossbody, is a bit easier. I normally carry my phone in the back pocket because the back pocket is the easiest if you're wearing it crossbody to get it in and out of. So I normally put the bigger item in the back and I put the smaller card holder in the front, and I think that works a bit better to get your things in and out of. You probably will see a couple little redness here, and that's from the front of the LV scraping my hand as I was getting it in and out. Now we would still fit my lip gloss in there. We would still fit keys across the top of it. So I can get my essentials in. It's just a bit, that's being nice. It's footery and fidgety to get them in and out. But it's beautiful. There's no getting around it. These bags are stunning. Otherwise I wouldn't have 4 of them. Absolutely beautiful. But annoying. Same features apply to the bigger version, but it's not as awkward because you have more space. This one has the same diagonal D-rings on the inside, so the strap of this one goes on the inside. I've never actually worn this crossbody. I did take comfort when I bought this that it had a crossbody strap. I don't actually think the BB Capucines is really made to be worn crossbody. If you can imagine this sitting here, it's very big. It's very bulky. It's not something that I've ever done, and I love to wear a bag crossbody. I always wear this handheld. You're still, if you're using it, lifting this out of the way and getting your items in and out, but you've got so much more space. that it just makes it, obviously I've been in Louis Vuitton, but it makes it much easier. Just has the space, has a zip pocket at the back. Now mine's the Arty Capucines, so I can't tell you if everyone has the zip pocket at the back at the BB, but they're all laid out the same. And you have this in the middle still. You can still see that when I'm manoeuvring this to even show you that it's footery. But this one, when I use it, I'm carrying it handheld. I'm not taking this somewhere where I'm running around a park with my children. It's not that type of bag. I'm not taking this when I need to be able to be throwing it hands free and grabbing everything. I'm taking this to dinner or to lunch. I took it to London whenever I was there with Louis Vuitton. So I was going from the hotel to Louis Vuitton to Dior to Chanel, doing a bit of shopping and carrying this. It wasn't something that I frantically need to be throwing things in and out of. I don't think that's what the Capucines is for. If you want an everyday bag like that, that's easy to throw your stuff in and out of, and you can go everywhere, do your grocery shopping, grab your kids, take the dogs for a walk. This is not the bag, I don't think. I think this is a bag for special use. It's a bag for dinners. It's a bag if you're going shopping. It's a bag if you're going somewhere that you can carry this and it's not going to be in your way. It's a stunningly, stunningly beautiful bag. I do think they're very, very well made. I think the quality of them are fabulous. I know the price has continued to go up, but they're stunning. They're breathtaking. They do have the feet on them. I really do love them. I just think you need to know what you're buying going in. That was my brutally blunt review of the Louis Vuitton Capucines. I do have a video specifically comparing the BB and the Mini. If you're considering both of these, I go into more in-depth review and comparison of each in that video, and it will give you an insight into which one might work better for you. But this was, by request, a brutal, frank update and review of how annoying I find these bags to use. And I have had, the oldest one, 2024, maybe 4 years, 3 or 4 years I've had it. I've had the opportunity to use it. Doesn't really get easier, but stays stunning. The quality of them, that, as I say, this one's probably about 4 years old. And it's beautiful, it's stunning. It's still in perfect condition. Thank you so much for watching me. I hope if you're interested in the Louis Vuitton Capucines, this has been useful. If it has in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.